Hello, Pisces. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's reading. For this week, I'm centering on the message, what is your heart trying to tell you? So I'm just trying to bring that forward. It seems like that's very important. I think I'm going to do that for every sign because it seems like something that it's a reoccurring theme and I want to bring it forward. And each sign, has their own message. So this one's for you guys. The tarot deck I'm going to use is the Bonefire Tarot by Gaby Angus West. The Oracle deck, Wisdom of the House of Night. If you look it up online, it'll tell you who it's from. I don't know if you're able to see it, but down here is who it's from. I just butcher that name so well that I'm just going to let it be there. Okay. Already shuffled. Let's see what we have for you guys. I'm not going to pick up all these cards, so... Actually, yeah. It's going to go right off. Alright, so if we can pull these in so you can see them. Okay. That's a hidden aspect, whatever that's about. We'll find out what that's about later. This was also. Okay, so what is your heart trying to tell you? You got the High Priestess of Spirit in the center here. Seems to be like what seems to be signifying your life right now. High Priestess of Spirit, a lot going on with you. Nine of Swords, Temperance, Five of Cups, and what's the last one? 10 of Coins. So it seems like you're keeping things together pretty well. I feel like there's disappointment with another person. Actually, that's what I'm getting with this. These two cards coming together. The Five of Cups and your reaction is the Nine of Swords. Or they're like what you're dealing with is the Nine of Swords. Like, I don't feel like you're happy with somebody. I feel like they're very stressed. They know that they're not doing that well. The situation you're dealing with is taking a lot of time. The situation seems like it's sustainable, but you're not really happy with what this other person is doing. It's like they're not making the grade or they're not able to do what you need them to do. But the overlay with the High Priestess of Spirit is kind of like this is what needs to be this is what needs to be done now. But in some degree you're not happy with it. Like the Five of Cups makes me feel like the whole situation isn't bad. It's just not coming together the way you would like it to. And it's like you don't want to feel bad about this person, but you're not happy with somebody. I literally get that you're not happy with somebody, but the situation doesn't seem to reflect that. It just seems to be like you're keeping that to yourself. They seem to be having a problem here, like something is really wrong. They're not happy with something going on their side either. They seem to be aware of a disconnect, because I do actually feel a disconnect. It's almost like on the surface level, it seems like everything is fine, but there's a disconnect here. I almost feel like that's the whole point of this. What your heart is trying to tell you is kind of like that there is a disconnect here. You might be feeling it. Everything seems okay. It's like if you see this person daily or every now and then, it seems like when you deal with each other, everything is fine. Everything's good on the surface, but emotionally you're feeling like something isn't right. You're feeling like something is wrong. There is something wrong. The High Priestess of Spirit is saying you were correct. Something is wrong, and I feel like if you're coming to this video, that's probably why. It's like it's trying to validate your feelings or saying, I don't feel like something is right here. I feel like something is off. And I get that you're completely on point. Now, this is what seems to be coming forward. I'm getting like you seem to be getting stronger going forward, but there's this hidden aspect. The fact that these are both face down, I'm not sure if I like that or not. We're going to find out in a minute when I flip them over. But where this is heading as it's going, as it keeps going forward, is like you're trying to figure out what the deal is. The fledgling is like somebody who has a lot of enthusiasm, but they need to, they have a lot more learning to do in the sense of like, what's really going on here? How do I really fit in here? What do I need to do to sustain the situation? From the fledgling, you seem to go into this individuality card. It's almost like admitting, and I almost feel like some people have a hard time with this, admitting that, life has its up and downs, it has its turns, but it's like acknowledging it to yourself. Like there's periods where I'm just not really understanding what's really going on here, but I'm paying attention and I'm learning and I become stronger and I become more self-reliant by just realizing, you know what, it may look like I know what I'm doing on the outside, but there's a lot here that I'm really not sure of. So as I keep going forward, it's like the things I'm not sure of, I'm going to unearth and I'm going to figure out. I don't see you really sharing this with another person, that you're kind of like, I don't know what's really going on here, but I need to figure it out. But I also feel it seems to be warranted. It seems like this is where it's going. You got the King of Coins. Is that the King or Knight? That's the Knight. There's more letters. Knight. Knight of Coins, Four of Swords, Three of Cups. This is something you're going to keep. The situation keeps going forward. I don't see anything the way it's currently going. I don't see any big problems. I do see this Four of Swords, though, kind of like contemplation. Like, there seems to be, with this same person, some unresolved feelings. Now, these are the face down cards. These are face down, though. There's a person, I feel like currently, this is the current part, I feel like you're currently not all that satisfied or happy with somebody. I'm getting that again. I'm getting that they realize that you're not. That's what your heart's trying to tell you, is that you're emotionally getting that something isn't right here. You seem to be getting that spiritual message that something is not. It's like an off-tune song, an off-tune note that keeps coming back and keeps getting played. You know something's wrong here, but nothing in the actual what's going on is really reflecting that. But you know, I feel like you know, there's like this inkling in your soul, like when you talk to this person, like something doesn't feel right. These cards, because they were face down, is telling me this person actually wants to get closer to you. They want to like rectify something that feels like it's off. Down the line more, it doesn't seem like it's really something to do now, but later on down the line, I feel like this person actually does want to get closer to you. But it seems like even when the Three of Cups comes forward, I don't feel it fully actualizing. I can't spit that word out. It's not really coming forward. But you notice that's the Ace of Cups, and it's with the Summon. These are both face down, though. They want to, but they're not. And they may feel that you're not really open to it. Especially because this is for Pisces. As a Pisces myself, we can go cold. And it's not like, I don't know, we can be cold without being cruel. I don't know how to explain that. If you're a Pisces, you probably are, you probably understand what I mean by, like, you can shut off your emotions. It doesn't mean you're being mean to anybody, but you can be almost like non-reactive. And it makes people feel like you're disconnected or you're like disinterested in what they have to say. Not in a cruel way, but just kind of like, you could be smiling and nodding and even participating in a conversation, but it's quite clear that you're emotionally checked out. It can be very clear. It's a Pisces thing, usually. So I'm feeling that's why these are ending up face down, is because they're thinking you're not really interested in what they have to say. They want to be closer with you. And I feel like your heart is trying to tell you what's going on now is not permanent. What's going on now is a transition period. When this comes in forward, this person, and it doesn't have to be, it can be anything from a family member to a friend to a love interest, whatever it is. It could be a coworker. You have an opportunity to bring somebody closer, and you can make both yours and their life better. How do you do that, though? Because I'm getting this individuality on your side, kind of like, you know, you're being very careful about what you do. I feel like this like, I'm feeling that Pisces security here, in the sense of like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm enjoying this, but, you know, I'm just careful how far I take things. I think Pisces are good at that. Like, you know, I just won't bring something up if I'm kind of worried it might go a little kaflunky. So I'm feeling like what they're saying is, going forward with this person, you can move closer to them. You can be like, you can still keep your individuality, but you can move closer to them and give them the opportunity to move closer to you as well. Because I feel like this could this could like make a better connection here. It's going to take a little work. It's almost like an opportunity for you that's completely optional. So for those of you that chose this, that chose to go into this reading, that chose to watch it, that's what I'm trying to point out. You have a option, a complete option, in my opinion. That's what I'm feeling here. It's not going to happen unless you choose it, but you could bring somebody a lot closer into your life, and you could bring a lot more joy into your life, is what I'm getting. And you could in return do the same for this person by opening up or trying to get closer, like trying to make that extra effort, even if it feels awkward, to get closer to this person, because they have a lot of love for you, is what I'm getting. And they want to bring this closer, but they're going to need you to actually kind of take the reins and make that happen. That's what your heart's trying to tell you. Like, you have an opportunity for more joy in your life, a lot more fun. This feels like the Ace of Cups especially makes me feel like there's a lot more good you could have. But I'm really trying to impress upon you that it's optional. You will have to move forward towards this person. They will reciprocate and they'll get more comfortable over time, but you're going to have to literally set the foundation and get this going, but you'll be very happy you did. Again, it's an option. It's up to you. And that's kind of where this is going. All right. I think we got the message out. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, please remember to either email me at jamesforastral@gmail.com for current pricing, or I'm currently on my Instagram at James13Wicca. Just go to my Instagram. I should have it posted there what my current pricings and options are if you're interested. Thank you very much again for watching.